Hey y'all! Thank y'all for popping in for Club Rich, where we talk about everything in pop culture. Um, I'm your girl Ashley Janae. How y'all doing tonight? Get in the comments section. Let us know what the plans are for the weekend. I'm so glad that it's Friday, y'all. My week has been completely too long, entirely too long, and I got my unauthorized co-host in the background, Mickey Jordan. How you doing, man?
What's up? What's up with you? About time you didn't introduce me.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta do you like Wendy Williams used to do. What's her face that was on there? What was the girl that was on there?
Oh no, no. When Charlamagne was with her, just don't fire me too quick.
Oh yeah, well you could be Charlemagne then. Just don't be too extra, cause yeah,
He was extra.
yeah, very extra, very extra.
Got you.
Anyways, you guys, let's get into some of these hot topics. Drum roll, please. What's the first one on the list, Mickey?
I'm finna put it up on there for you. Let me go and pop it on there for you. What's up, Miss Melissa? Go ahead and send it off.
All right, look who we got. Look who we got. Shout out to Tupac. It would have been his 52nd birthday. So we got like a little collage on here, courtesy of the Shade Room. You know what? I honestly I didn't get into his movies that much.
Don't you diss pop.
But not nope, hold on. But
Let's go.
I was a big fan of the music. The acting was cool. You know what it was? It's probably because of how he, died or whatever. He wasn't
Right.
able to put out as much material, so it's kind of limited. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So what's your favorite Pac song?
Shit. Ambitious of a rider.
That's my I'm trying to think. My mama used to play that double album to death. Like,
All eyes on me.
yes, she used to play it. I just remember she would not stop playing it. And then back then, she had it on a cassette. So she would roll one side of the cassette. When it stopped, flip it over, roll the other side of the cassette, like just nonstop. I remember those days. I can't even think of what's my favorite Pac song. It's so
I,
many of them.
yeah, I mean it depends. Like I go all the way to his first album, Tupac. It's not like Brenda got a baby. He even with the Digital Underground son, all in the same gang. I like
Sang
Tupac
song or
strictly
sang or whatever.
strictly for my ends. I liked that album. Me Against the World was his coming out party.
Yeah. Um, All Eyes on Me definitely was my favorite album because I was old enough to appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm still trying to think of a song on there that's my favorite. I can't think of it. But what's your favorite movie from Pot?
it's my favorite movie. You know what? I ain't gonna go with Juice because I go with Poetic Justice. But I liked it. I liked the Gridlock to be honest with you.
Hey, hold on though. The other day, and don't kill me. I watched Game Related for the first time, like last week.
No, I think that's what it was. I think was it Gridlock or gang related when he was playing with James Belushi when he was the cop.
That was Gridlocked, I think. No, that was Game Related. That was Game Related.
That's the one I like. The gang related. Now, what's the one that he played when he had? There was it was him and Tim Roth and the one girl. They was like in a band or something, and they were shooting dope. Remember, Tim Roth had AIDS in there.
I think that was Gridlocked.
Okay, well, I liked that one. That was good too.
Yeah, and I never watched Gang Related all the way through because I just remember back in the day when they used to play it on BET and I just never got through it. So I just was like, they recently put it on Tubi, so y'all check out some of his good stuff. But yeah, Juice then got overplayed, so I'm just like, Poetic Justice then got overplayed over time. Eh.
I mean, at the time, it served its purpose as far as what it was for that time. Don't get me wrong, Juice was good as far as at the time. You know what I'm saying? But
It was just coming out, so
yeah, but it was New York version of how kids was during their time, like coming up in that era.
yeah. I've been paying attention to the Vlad interview. Shout out to Vlad TV, and they've been interviewing the Hughes brothers. Well, one of them, what is it? Allen, and they're
Can't stand them.
I know, I already know. Um, So of course, he was a part of the Tupac documentary that just came out on TV, the Dear Mama series. And he also directed, him and his brother directed Menace to Society. So, from what I got from some other interviews that he had put out, basically Juice was a response to Menace to Society. So it was like two different sides of the coast. They were showing like, the real rough side, and then they were showing
Right,
Juice was a little bit on the preppy side to a certain degree compared to Menace to Society. You know what I'm saying? Like the living conditions was a little bit better, just a little bit,
right,
little
right,
tiny.
right,
So yeah, that was like a response to Menace to Society. And actually, Pac was supposed to play the Muslim guy that was in Menace to Society, but that's when they beef got started because he didn't like the character of the Muslim person that was on there.
right.
So that's your little
Sh-
tidbit for the day.
Sharif.
Sharif, he wanted them to expand on Sharif's character, which Sharif did not play a big huge part in the movie, but I guess
Right.
he figured since he was like the celebrity of the movie that they needed to give him a little more shine. Yeah, Pac was a mother. Anyways,
Let's go, because you can't dog Pac out. Pac was a
I'm
legend.
not dogging Pac. I'm telling the truth. You know what? The more that I hear about stuff, um, I wouldn't say that he comes off as hard to deal with. I just see he has a personality of his own that's bigger than life, and I think a lot of people couldn't handle it. That's the conclusion I get from
Oh,
it.
most definitely. I mean, I think he spoke true. I mean, I think what he did, you got balance. You had songs for the hood guys. You even had songs for women. Like you had Brenda Got a Baby. I mean, a lot of people don't, even on Off the All Eyes on Me, when they wonder why they call you a B.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Can you get away? That's on All Eyes on Me. Trying to get at it, a young lady or whatever. He was, convert. I mean, he had for then and for all. If you wanted to get a black roof, I mean, a revolutionary, you wanted to get a message. He had them. He had for every genre. It's like his album wasn't just based off just
yeah.
shoot, kill, kill. You know what I'm
There was a lot of
saying?
different aspects to
Right.
it. You're right. You're absolutely correct on that. Y'all in the comments, put y'all favorite Pac movie and Pac song, man. Y'all got a lot to choose from, so get to naming them in the comments. Let's go to the next subject,
Hold
Mickey.
on one second. Hold on one second. Let me get there to you. Let me get there to you. I'm finna get right there to you. Let me get there to you. Bam. Let me get there to you. You ready?
Boom.
Is
Yeah,
you ready for you want to set this one up? Kind of set it up before I.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a creepy one.
Go ahead and throw it up there. I go ahead and expunge on this.
Okay. You sure you can handle this?
I'm sure.
Bam. There you go. There you go.
Okay, y'all. So let me give y'all some backstory on this before I even get to this headline. Last week during the Floyd Mayweather fight, they were having a press release, and I'm trying to figure out where all these random characters come from. I guess it's because, from what I was told, Zeus, the network, partnered up with Mayweather and gave him some kind of stake in the company. So in return, he did the fight and all that stuff with John Gotti, the mob boss, his grandson.
Mm.
Oh gosh, yeah. But during the press run, Sukiyana, which is a song a rapper from Love and Hip Hop, she's known for being real raunchy. And you had Little Duval, the comedian from Atlanta, um, and YK Osiris. He had a hit a couple years ago and just kind of been on the music scene for a while. I think trying to revamp his career. He's a nice guy from what I've seen. But anyways, so during the press run was recorded. Excuse me. It was recorded that he was trying to force himself upon Sukiyana. He was trying to kiss her and be very inappropriate. She was basically like telling him to stop, but he was trying to force himself on her to kiss her and all that stuff. So it's been like a public outrage about that the whole week. But in the meantime, he has apologized. She has accepted his apology, but it got drawn out literally from, I think the fight was last weekend, and it's been drawn out the whole.
So So basically, what you saying, they doing a character assassination. But if she accepted this apology, they talked it out. It should be. I mean, the young man should know, regardless if she dressed raunchy. And I say this for any woman, for any man, because I kind of get mad when Amber Rose did the slut walk, and I'm gonna tell you why. I get what she's saying, but should no man, regardless of how much clothes she don't wear, come on, man, just she dressing like that.
Chill. Like, really,
Yeah,
my
don't
granny,
do it. Be
my granny
patient.
always say there's no reason for a man to ever be out here raping or sexually assaulting a woman, because there are women in this world, unfortunately, that are giving it up like no other. So why do you feel like it's appropriate to throw yourself on people that don't want that
Yeah,
type of time with you? Like,
yeah. I,
so
I,
I hope it's a learning lesson for him. I hope that he
yes,
takes this and use it as,
a teachable lesson.
yeah, he's
Just
still
teachable.
young. I
Yeah,
think he's
yeah.
like 24, something like that. So
No, that's old enough to know better.
definitely old enough to know better, but still at that playful age. Of course, when you was 24, you were not completely mature at all. At
Wait a minute, sister. Wait a minute. I was never gonna do it. I never force myself, or like I never listen. Believe me, I'm not gonna touch you or do nothing like that. I'm a gentleman. I'm
I'm
just
not
being honest with you.
would do that, but
We
I
knew. I could see if he was 15, 16, 17, your hormones jumping, but then you still supposed to know better. Like don't be that, because this is a situation that can happen.
I'll tell you like this. At that age, a lot of times you do act before you think. You do. So no matter what it is, at that point in time, I don't think a lot of people think out their ideas before they act on them. That's all I'm saying. So
It could be that, and two, because she dressed raunchy. That's part of her
persona.
persona as their character. So,
Hmm.
because that's right now, that's what sells. I just think the brother made a bad mistake, and it didn't.
And
He
then at the same
apologized.
token, I hope she took this as a teachable lesson too, because I mean we've been kind of talking about her in the media for a minute because of the things that she do and the things that she says, and really some people invite certain things, and you got to be prepared for the people that are not mentally mature enough to be like, oh, that's just an act. She really doesn't do that in real life. That's just something that she does to sell records. Like, it's a lot of people that are not mentally mature to separate artist from an actual person. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
So yeah, I hope this is a teachable lesson for him though. I see great things coming his way. He seems like a nice young man. He just made a very stupid decision, so it happened.
Yeah, stuff happens. He'll figure it out. I mean, hope this never happen again, because he got to understand. Look how this could easily.
Been the end.
Right. Just just look at Jonathan. What is it? Myers.
Majors.
Majors, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
You said, I'm just saying, just
You know what? Side note on that too. You know who else got done so dirty, but I'm glad that they're kind of getting their way back into the spotlight. You
who?
remember Jason Mitchell, the guy that played Easy E in Straight Outta Compton. He was on The Shy. He was on a number of different things. He had some accusations or whatever from the girl on the set of The Shy, and like just some other things that kept happening to him, and he
Right.
really got blackballed. Like, he just did a movie with what's the book writers, Ashley and Jaquavis.
Oh, he did a movie with them.
Yeah, he just did, and it got put on Apple TV, I believe.
Oh, shout out to them. Ain't they homegrown?
Straight from the crib. So
Most
shout out
definitely,
to
shout
them.
out to
So
them.
I think that people are starting to give him a chance again, because he was accused of stuff, but nothing never came from it. Like, he never went to court, never got arrested, never got charged. Like, people were just saying stuff about him. And really, we live in a world that's so jacked up now that I could just say that you did something and your job will get rid of you in a heartbeat. They
Yeah,
don't want to take the chance of finding out if it's true or not. They just get rid of you. And I think that's so unfair, because people have to still take care of their families and all that kind of stuff. If you got people like the Weinsteins and all that that's been out just chilling, racking up funds all these years, living a great life, and they finally get in trouble for the stuff that people knew that they did, and it's proof that they did it. Well, like, why would you do somebody that you don't even have any proof that they did anything? Nobody's willing to press charges. You can't find any evidence of anything. You're just throwing their whole life away because of hearsay.
Well, maybe they ticked off the wrong person.
I think that's what happened in Jason Mitchell's situation. I think that he's an outspoken young man and he stands up for himself. So sometimes, that doesn't work out too well.
Yeah, I pray both of them can move forward though in their career.
I do too. I do too. Um,
Hell
shout
of a hell of a teachable moment though.
Man, I'm telling you, life is the biggest teacher. Just living is the best teaching moments. But next on the list, what we got next on the list, Mickey?
I don't. Can you handle this one?
I'm scared. Close eyes.
No, you said it. No, I'm just gonna put it
Look.
up there. That's all I. Damn.
Boom! So Daniel Penny is finally indicted for killing. They want to say that he what was the phrase that they keep using on the news? They won't just say murder, but he murdered Jordan Kelly on a subway. And then this is my
That's
whole thing about it. Why do they keep emphasizing the fact that Jordan Kelly was homeless? Like, I hate when every time someone black is murdered, they want to dig so deep and see if it's a criminal record, if it's something negative that they could put out there about the person to dehumanize them. Like, they don't ever just say, hey, man, this was a person, you did them wrong, they're dead, you need to be held accountable. They want to say, well, you know what? He was kicked out of school when he was 15 for cussed out the teacher and this, that, and that. Like, that has anything to do with him dying or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when the media, but see, that's the media. That's the purpose why we need our own media for that reason right there. Because anybody can come out, like they do such a hell of a character assassination on the victim.
The victim be the one that be made to look like they the one that's the perpetrator.
Right, you're right. It'd be like it's the victim.
But Funky Dineva that's on TGIF. Shout out to him and Claudia Jordan. I'm trying to get Claudia Jordan on the show, y'all. I've been harassing her agent, and I think I might have something going, y'all. I might be having something going with her soon. But anyways, on a current episode of TGIF, they were discussing this subject, and Funky made a very good point. He was stating that they want to go. What was the charge they're trying to give him? They're not giving him murder. They want to give him manslaughter.
Involuntary manslaughter or something like that.
Yeah. Now, everybody is trying to, like, jump the gun and say, hey, we got to heighten this up to murder. But the point that Funky was saying, you got to be able to prove the murder aspect. Like, we know it's manslaughter because obviously the man is gone. So we have a better chance of getting a conviction under manslaughter versus murder, because at that point you got to try to prove that was his intent. And the prosecution, they're always going to come up with, well, no, that wasn't what we were trying to do, we were just trying to restrain him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're going to always try to find something to justify the manslaughter or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that was a good point that he made. We us as black people, and I don't blame us, when something like this happens, we want to prosecute them to the highest degree, just like if it was the other way around. We're going to get charged for murder. We're not going to get charged for manslaughter. We're going to get charged for straight murder. So, you know what, you guys? Let's just keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we can get a good conviction out of this situation, because that young man did not deserve that. He didn't. He was a good kid, and he just had some mental things that was going on with him. And really, we are, as a country, are going through a very, very, very big epidemic with people being undiagnosed with mental disorders. And
Right.
With that being said, it's a lot of people that are running around that have things that's going on with them. They're not diagnosed. They're not being treated with either some kind of therapy, any kind of medication, nothing. Like, they are just living. So sad situation, but like I said, fingers crossed. Hopefully, we can get a conviction out of that. Any comments on?
I'm just that's. I mean, it's sad anytime life is lost. That's the sad thing about it.
It is.
Anytime,
It is.
anytime life is lost, so what? I mean, what can you really do?
Yeah, and you know what? It's at a point now where we're so used to stuff like this happening, and it sounds so disgusting, but we're so used to this type of behavior in this country. Like when somebody tells me about somebody being choked or shot or whatever, whatever, I really don't be surprised anymore. And that's horrible.
But this is my thing. It's in like if it's a cop, like I say, it was him, like he called himself. When do they don't know how to like lighten up? To me, it's like, do they know how to lighten up when it's a black person? It always got to end up in a fatality. I mean, anybody else they could have restrained till security got there.
It was like so many men that were assisting with him being restrained. That's what I like. What was y'all trying to do, anyways? And then I don't understand the whole concept of somebody's on the subway and they're yelling or crying or whatever the case may be. You take it upon yourself to slam them down and try to choke them. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Other than death, because what are you doing? He's not attacking anybody. He wasn't physically harming anybody. He was just making a whole bunch of noise on the subway. If you go on the subway in New York any time of the day, it's people that be climbing the handlebars, dancing, doing routines and stuff on there. Like, it's never just pure quiet on the subway.
Anyway, I mean, it's just in life. You're gonna see some strange stuff. I mean, just think about walking out the studio. Oh, you're gonna see something strange
And now
wherever
I'm
you
not
live.
going to get involved in it. How about that?
Right. I done seen. Listen, I done seen people be out here talking, screaming to themselves. As long as I ain't in their space, they ain't in my space. I keep it moving. What can you
So
do?
get straight in the car where I'm heading and you head to where you head. But what's the next subject on the
I
list?
got you. I got you. I mean, this is for the young people. I'm gonna go and put it up. Explain this one to me. I mean,
Put my glasses on.
how do these millionaires constantly get in trouble? Bam.
I'm about to go.
You know, you
Okay,
sent
look.
it. You sent it.
So look, this is so crazy. So this is like, okay, let me give you a timeline of events, you guys. Boosie the rapper got arrested yesterday actually by the feds. Federal agents, right? This is why he's exiting out a court hearing for violating some kind of probation order that he already has established. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all my opinion, and it might not be an expert opinion, but I'm gonna give you my opinion. Boosie has been making his rounds. Last week he was on the Breakfast Club. He has a Vlad interview that's currently premiering on YouTube. I seen him on another outlet too in the process. So anybody that's knowledgeable of any interview that he conducts with Vlad, they talk about a lot of court cases, like ongoing court cases. So at one point in time, they're talking about the Tory Lanez case. Right now, what's the biggest court case we got? We got Young Thug and Gunner and all those people that's in Atlanta with the YSL situation. So Boosie has been offering a lot of opinions and really been giving out a lot of information. Now, is it accurate information? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know nothing about these court cases other than what they put out to the public. But other than that, I don't have any kind of inside information. I don't know anything about none of this stuff. So don't quote me on nothing. But he's been offering a lot of information. So with that being said, um, YSL, Mickey, that situation is a Fed case and is currently ongoing. And I just find that it's weird that he got picked up by the feds right after he does this interview that's including him talking about certain things concerning the YSL case.
Mm-hmm.
So, like all of us internet detectives are saying, I can smell a shakedown from a mile away.
So you saying he stepped in some boo boo?
He stepped in dog poop.
Gotcha.
So I hope that that's not what the case is, but Mick, he's in some trouble.
Why do these guys keep going on Vlad? You know what I'm saying? Like
What's crazy, Vlad is still airing the interview as we speak. So I don't know if Boosie is still currently locked up. I would think if the feds picked him up, they didn't just say, "Hey, Boosie, we just wanted to say hi to you. You can go back to the crib." He might still be held. I don't know. I haven't gotten any kind of updates as of yet. I know that he put kind of message on his IG, but a lot of the times IG is ran by like a management company or whatever the case may be. So it might not even be him actually um talking on there.
gotcha.
Oh, and then he what is it, the Wyan Melly, some little boy that has a court case right now, and I think it's a federal case too. He's a rapper. And you ever heard of the guy that actually made the rap song about him killing his friends? And
Yeah,
he
I saw. Yeah,
killed
I'm
his friends.
familiar with it. I'm familiar with it.
So he just went that same, no, the day prior to go to that guy's court date. Like,
Boosie.
yeah, just randomly.
Yeah.
So Boosie been putting his toes in water that he shouldn't be putting his toes in.
What you
True.
saying? He stepping in international waters.
And he can't swim.
Oh, well, so you drown. I mean,
So,
you can't. I just be like, I get what he doing because he, to me, I think he a marketer's genius. Like
mhm.
how he do self promotion and stuff that he do. But you can't keep playing with these people.
You
With
play with fire, you get burned. And I'm gonna tell
yeah,
you like this: I don't care how much street knowledge and stuff that you got going on, and who you know, and this, that, and the other. You cannot beat the feds. You cannot run away from the feds. The feds will find you if you hiding. They
it
know
just
at.
it just seems like they got a war on hip hop. To me, it's just like the rappers. It's just if they ain't killing each other, you seeing rappers getting locked up. To me, it's just like
Child, you ain't see where the what's the it's one of them cops that's in the Atlanta area. They're stating that they have what is, not the attorney general, who's the head cop that's a part of the feds in Atlanta. I can't even think. Anyways, she said that she got a whole bunch of RICO cases on deck that haven't even been executed yet, like the raids and all that stuff. She has a nice lineup that she has not executed yet. She's just waiting on her moment.
I wish they'd do this the same thing for rock and roll. I'm just saying. 'Cause I
Man,
mean, heavy metal. If they just think just rap, I wish they'd do the same thing for the other genres that don't have melanin in them.
I'm telling
But
you.
that's neither here nor there, though. I don't
It,
want to
it
just.
is. Look, I ain't gonna get too far. I'm scared my dog goes. So look,
You ain't lying. I'm scared.
look. I
Putting
don't.
it.
I don't know if I owe any taxes, but if I do, I'll pay y'all. Don't
Right,
don't.
they'll put something on you. That's that Rico. That's the coldest thing they created. That
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
and you are not beating a RICO. No matter who you hire as a lawyer, a RICO, you're going to serve time. At a certain point, you really just have to figure out how much time are you willing to
Yeah,
take.
the way they play, the way this, they say justice is blind, but I promise she peeking up under that blindfold. Oh, that's melanin.
Definitely. So shout out to Boosie. I hope he get his stuff situated. But
Mm,
in the meantime, part two of that, the next day, which happened to be yesterday, Boosie had put, and I think this might be a stunt, publicity stunt too. Who knows? He put one of his luxury cars up for sale online for either it was 29,000 or 290,000. I knew it was a 29 or something like that. So
probably that one
so
too.
yeah, I couldn't think 29. But anyways, um Yeah. So is that for like bail or lawyer fees? What are we doing that for, Boots?
Or he could just be playing the game here, marketing genius. He
Like
probably
you
gonna
said,
take
marketing
advantage.
genius. That's why I said I don't know if this is really a real post or him playing, playing crazy for the cameras and the public. Who knows? I just hope that he's not in any more trouble because he done beat murder. So my thing of it is, you keep racking up charges and you already done beat a murder charge. Child, sit down. Go do your shows, make your money. He got such a huge house. It would get to the point where I would just take me a whole year where I don't do too much of anything and just
Right,
chill.
right.
You got all
Just,
these kids. Enjoy your kids. Like just relax, child. You wouldn't see me. I'll be
I,
hiding out somewhere.
I get it. Let's stay away from the madness.
Stay away. Anyways, what's our last subject for tonight, Mick Dog?
Let me. This the one you gonna send us home with, huh?
Send it on home. What
Okay, let me see if you can handle it.
child? Okay, look. This is hilarious. I wish we had the footage. We're gonna have to start putting footage up too. So, child, this young lady that's dressed in what's the garb that they use for the young ladies that's Muslim? What is the proper terminology for it?
I don't know, and I should. I know better. I don't know, but the full Muslim garb, I'll just go with that.
Yes. So she's graduating from high school. She walks across the stage, and her principal, because of the way that she kind of did a little hop and a little two step, and she went to grab her diploma, and the principal had the nerve to take the diploma back from her and throw it in the little diploma basket for the people that didn't show up and tell her to skedaddle.
Shit, was he
Then the
black?
principal looks like Roseanne, and the girl is black.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, this is America.
I'm like, you do this in front of this girl's family, in front of the whole student body. Like, why would you do that? Like, I'm gonna tell you like this: when we graduated from Northern, it was people doing the ghetto lean, about ready to start twerking. Well, it wasn't called twerking yet; they was popping, whatever. We was ghetto. I just walked across the stage and got my stuff and kept it pushing. I wasn't about to do all that. My granny was there. I ain't want to get cussed out, so I'm just like, let me just grab my diploma. I waved, got my, hey, and I kept it moving.
Oh, you did the little fake smile. Got you, got you, got you. I mean, it is. I mean, that's terrible, though. So, mm,
Child.
mm.
So yep, that's how I went. We're gonna have to start getting footage on here, man. Oh
Well,
my god.
it's possible. All you have to do is just,
I could have sent the video to you.
you sure you could have.
So you don't be telling nobody about
No,
nothing.
you
I
don't. Y'all don't listen.
no
This is what
no
I have to go through.
because look, me and AD had to ask you, like, we turned into Tanya Burns and she got a nice layout on the screen. You zooming in on paragraphs and stuff. I said,
She listens. When y'all want to be some ruffians, see, when y'all go ruffian style, I let y'all do it y'all way. But when y'all listen, we can make magic. Y'all want to, y'all. I told y'all, y'all didn't came. I'm trying to get y'all. I know we was on the chitlin circuit, but now we on the beans and cornbread.
oh, goody.
We on the beans and cornbread right now. We on the
They
BNC.
upgrading the meals, huh?
See what I'm talking about? We on the BNC, beans and cornbread.
Can we at least get some KFC? Can I get some Popeyes, beans, and cornbread? Can I?
And we on the beans. We gonna get there. We working. We gonna get there. Once I mean, it's hard being a coach. I'm out here calling out the game plan. Y'all just out there doing how y'all want to do. Y'all don't want to listen to the plan, but we'll figure it out.
Well, I do got a couple announcements before we pop off of here. Shout
Talk it.
out to AD. AD. Thank you for having me on for the last couple weeks. We've been doing numbers, girl. So that formula kind of work a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We still got some things that we need to work out and get the kinks out, but it's working. So I appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. Oh yeah. So I made an announcement on Facebook earlier. Me and Mickey kind of been brainstorming and getting some stuff together. We are now accepting um sponsorships for advertisement. So if you guys want to advertise on A10, we got some specials starting at $100. We can break down, the details behind it, but it does include interview, your content being shared on our media platform, and yeah, we're trying to get some things popping. Mickey is still working on a few things. We actually trying to take over digital radio, so he got some things popping, man. So be on the lookout for some announcements from him. And anything else you want to add, Mick Dog?
We here to stay.
Hey, hey, hey! Shout out to Dr. Weaver. She's so sweet. Shout out to everybody on the platform. Everybody just, what I like about this network? It's
Talk
so
to me.
diverse. It's so diverse. You got different types of content. You got different skin colors. You got just we really are trying to get a melting pot on the network, and we don't want it to be just catered to one demographic. We want everybody to feel comfortable when it comes to the platform. Everybody is welcome. Um, that's about it. And we are working on a introductory event so y'all can meet everyone and get to know us a little bit and all that kind of stuff. So we got some things in the works. We just
This
need to get his life together because we like blaming everything on Mickey.
right, and we need help, family. See, we fighting against all the demons out here. I'm telling you, we've been fighting demons. That's all I want to say. I ain't gonna call who the demons and the devils is, but we've been fighting a lot of little demons around the
Child.
810. I'm telling you, it's a bunch of little demons and devils, but we here for it.
Yeah, you know what? What I'm learning is when it comes to being successful, you're gonna have to take a lot of hits when it comes to that. So, you know what? Just get prepared to fight, Mickey.
You better believe it.
But anyways, you guys, thank you for popping in. Stay tuned for Thread Kill is tomorrow, right?
And Tanya Burns is tomorrow.
Tanya Burns, Miss Burns, she'll be back in the building tomorrow. So y'all tune in for both of those in the morning. Thank y'all again for tuning in to Little Old Me Club Rich, and we'll see y'all next week.